Hello everyone, this is Jimmy Singh, broker owner with Supermax Realty. Welcome to my channel Real Estate Edge with Jimmy Singh. In today's video, I like to share some stats for December put forward by London St. Thomas Association of Realtors. So in this video, I would like to share those stats and will share some historical data, how the prices have fared since last 5 years, and I will also share some perspective how and what we can plan to navigate this market. So this recent stats for the month of December said in total we have 398 sales in total. So that includes Middlesex County, whole of the London surrounding areas, plus Elgin County, which is St. Thomas and surrounding areas. So all in all, 398 sales. It took property close to 43 days to sell. And active listings at the end of the month were 2,167 days. And average price was hovering close to $614,000. Month of inventory have risen since last year, and right now in December it was sitting at 5.4 months of supply on the market versus last year in 2024 December inventory was 4.6 months supply. So if I consider MLS home price index, which is accurate pricing for average home, it was 552,800 in around London St. Thomas. And overall sales for the year 2025, we had 6,938 sales, which were down 5% as compared to 2024. So prices at the end of December for St. Thomas area was $598,634, which are up 2.6%. St. Thomas has challenging supply situation. If you look for starter homes less than 650 or less than 6, very few good listings are there and they tend to sell quickly. So St. Thomas is different. London supply is building up. So North London average price at the end of December was $666,049, and the price was down 2% as compared to last year. South London, which includes south of Thames River and all part of West London, average price was $631,829. It is down 0.4%. And if I talk about East London, prices were $491,086. Prices in East London were down 7.1%. If I take property types and share MLS price data for apartment condos, average price was $324,000, which is down 1.8% as compared to November of this year, and it is down 7.1% if I compare to September of 2025. So apartments supply is building up and buyers are getting choosier and they are looking for more space, and some are considering townhouse or considering detached starter homes. So townhouse at the end of December 2025, average price point was $435,000, which are down 5.2% versus November and 7.1% down as compared to September of 2025. And if I talk about single family homes, average price is hovering around $610,700, which is down 1.3% versus November and 1.4% as compared to September of 2025. So all in all, London is driven by need for single family homes. Lot of people who are coming from bigger Toronto area, Greater Toronto, Golden Horseshoe area, they are seeking space. They are looking for houses, single family. And if I go historical data, which was peak of 2022 March, average price in London reached $823,954. That was the peak. And then days on the market in the peak of March 2022 was 7 days. And right now, as I discussed, we are sitting 43 days. Sales to listing ratio that time was 120.3%, meaning if you list a property, you're getting like 20% over asking. But right now, sales to listing ratio is hovering around 96.4%. Month of supply in the peak of March 2022 was 0.6% supply, versus by the end of December, we were sitting at 5.4 months. So all in all, guys, if you can see some stats, the graphs, you can easily see month of inventory in 2020, it was measly 0.7 month supply. In 2021, you can see 0.5 month supply. You can see the small bar charts. And currently, if you see 2025 end, the bar chart is bigger. It shows 5.4 month supply. And now I talk about active listings. So if you see again 2020 data, when market was going nuts, it was 421 active listings at the end of December. And if you go 2021, the active listings were just 241, as you can see on the screen. And in December 2025, the active listings are sitting close to 2,167. Now moving on to the third graph on your screen is sales data. This December in 2025 in London St. Thomas area, we had 398 sales, versus in December of 2020, you can see this data was 569 sales. And in 2021 December, sales were 528. So give or take roughly 150 more sales in December during those years versus where we are right now. In fourth graph you can see on your screen is MLS price index, which as you can see for last 3-4 years is trending downwards. Average price point in around London is just kicking around, it's actually bound in the range. High 500 to low 6 is kind of stuck, if you can see these two lines. And all in all, I think in 2026, this year, affordability pressures will keep pushing buyers to chase value rather than focusing on only few select neighborhoods or postal codes. And it will shift demands to affordable property types. And I think single family homes will gain the sales, and especially in the price point less than 650, they will do fine if the property shows good and they have some situation with a separate entrance. And mid to high price homes, $700 to $1 million and up, you will see these will encourage more families to live together for longer and increase the demand for multi-generational homes that can afford to fit their parents, adult children, or grandparents to live together. So I see expensive price point homes, builders or even resale, people are seeking separate entrance, basement apartments, legal. So it will be year, folks, of adjustment rather than boom or bust. That's my prediction. And with market balancing out slowly rather than sharply. So leave your comments. Let me know what your thoughts are. At the bottom of the video, do you think market is going to pick up this year? How will the sales trend? And thanks for watching. If you are in the market to sell your property, buy, give our team at Supermax a call. You can reach me directly at 647-961-2639, or you can call my office 519-933-2559 for free market evaluation. Thank you and good luck.